This move could be disastrous for Lucid Stock. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we're going to be catching up on what is going on in the world of Lucid Motors. This article in particular is one we're going to be speaking about because it's, coming from the eyes of a bear. And as a bull, it's important to listen to what the bears have to say and be able to, speak on the points that they bring up. You can't just dismiss them whatsoever. That is always quite a silly thing to do. The world of EV is so exciting right now. All eyes are on Mullen and a potential short squeeze. All eyes are on Tesla because of the price points they are at and the way the charts are looking. Eyes are everywhere, baby. You can see the EV markets today are bad. Lucid is actually one of very few companies that are in the green today. Chinese stocks are doing very poorly. XPEV down nearly 15%, Li Auto nearly 10%, Nio nearly 7%. But today, we're going to take a step back. We're going to take a look at one that has a special place in my heart. We're going to be taking a look at Lucid Motors. Now, if you don't know why Lucid Motors has a special place in my heart, it's because we bought them literally the first day. We rode them all the way up. We sold at a 400% gain. But now they are all the way down at $6.36 a share. One of the worst performing EV stocks that is out there. One of the worst performing NASDAQ stocks over the last 3 months, alongside, I believe, Tesla and Rivian. Now, again, I'm going to be going through the article. This could be disastrous for Lucid. I also want to speak a little bit about jobs reports and just the fact that they're good for markets in general. We're going to see what analysts have had to say as of late, and we're going to be taking a quick look at any insider activity that has happened, my friends. That is the plan, baby. Really quickly, could I ask you, hit that juicy like button, and if you end up enjoying this video, subscribe for more content. You guys loved my last couple of videos. I've really been happy since coming back. I've really been appreciating talking with you guys in the comment section, and I've been appreciating the support. Also, if you are interested in having information like this in front of you, click that link in the comment section. You can sign up to Seeking Alpha at half price. I use this service for the last nearly 2 years. I literally pay twice as much as you do if you sign up for it today. It's the only paid tool you need for stocks, honestly, my friends. It tells you every bit of information about any stock in the world. Me personally, I use it to make a portfolio such as this one for EV stocks, and then you can look through all of the latest news, all of the latest press releases, just the latest articles that have come up about any of these companies. It is juicy. But with that being said, let's speak about Lucid, okay? So again, sitting all the way down at 641 a share. RSI on the weekly is sub 25. I mean, they are so incredibly oversold on my level. It's getting to a stage where it's not even a joke. But hey, what are you going to do? Sometimes that's the way it goes. So, Louis Nevelier, let's see what he has to say. This move could be disastrous for Lucid Stock. They're speaking about, first of all, raising capital by selling shares to the public, which isn't an ideal strategy. Now, again, if you've been following the channel or you've been following Lucid, you'll be aware of the fact that this has happened only very, very recently. We saw the public investment fund go ahead and trade over 85 million shares. So Lucid sold more than 56.2 million shares of its common stocks for gross proceeds of approximately $600 million. But the successful capital raise altogether was worth about $1.5 billion, which included approximately $915 million that Lucid expects to raise through the private placement with the Saudi investment fund, the public investment fund, the PIF that everyone's aware of. And again, guys, still seeing them buying shares at these prices compared to where they are now and compared to where they went public. This is such a good opportunity for anybody who's looking to get into Lucid for the first time. Now, again, like all EV stocks, right now, the climate's bad, my friends. It's the same for every single EV stock out there. It's Lucid, it's Tesla, it's Rivian, it's the big names, it's the small names, okay? So it doesn't come without its risks. Always be aware of that. But I mean, Lucid at $6.40 a share sound absolutely impossible only a year, 2 years ago, I should say. After a bruising 2022, how will manufacturer Lucid Group treat its loyal investors during the next 12 months? It's hard to envision a strong bull case for Lucid stock, as there are no clear positive catalysts. Now, again, for me, this one straight up just doesn't make sense. It's spoken like a true bear. And again, I know I'm a bull and I carry my own bias, but I don't think you can say that there is no clear positive catalyst. There are several. All you have to do is look at your pre-orders, look at your delivery number going up, look at your manufacturing numbers going up, look at the new factories, look at the money the PIF is pumping into the company, look at potential expansion into China, which this bear is trying to use as a bad point, which again, more power to them, that's fine, but to me, that's a catalyst. There is a lot of clear laid out catalysts right in front of Lucid investors. I just don't think you can really say that there isn't, in all honesty. And moreover, the automaker's potential venture into China could prove to be a costly error. Now, this one here is all up in the air. It's all essentially, you know, he said, she said. It's all rumors. It's all speculation. Let's be honest, guys. Of course, Lucid is going to go to China. I mean, any serious EV automaker is going to have to. It is obviously a question of when, and you do have to be a little bit careful when a company like Lucid isn't turning a profit. It's very risky for the management to consider expanding into other markets. Some folks might even call it foolhardy or arrogant. And yes, some folks may well do so. And I may even be one of those folks. But I don't think it's happening to the same extent that the author of this article is making it appear to do so. Like, realistically, they still are focused on the US market first and foremost. That is where, you know, these capital raises are going to be going. And that is where they have gone over the last 2 years for the company. And they quite clearly still have the powerhouse that is the PIF on their side to ensure that they do get to market promptly and to ensure that when they want to expand to the likes of China, they can do so. So again, they say, how do we define successful in regards to this capital raise? The capital was generated through an at-the-market equity offer program. This basically means the company sold shares directly to the market. And yes, that is exactly what they did. But again, that is not necessarily to be seen as a bad thing, in my personal opinion. I don't see how you can just straight up call that a bad thing. And again, they were sold at considerably higher prices than where the stock even is right now. So could you not completely turn that point around and say, if they were sold 2 weeks later, they would have raised a lot less and had a lot more dilution? So was it not technically a good time to go ahead and sell those shares if there is to be dilution happening? And again, now the everyday investor can go ahead and buy in at cheaper prices when it's the most oversold this company has been in its entire life cycle. That's just the way I would take it personally. So the Chinese EV market is already a highly competitive market. It is. I have been covering this on the channel lately. I mean, we are seeing record deliveries coming from BYD, from Nio, from Li Auto. Not quite from XPeng, but they're getting there. We are seeing it. While US auto sales are down in general, China is absolutely booming. But Lucid's management will still probably move forward with the expansion plans. Of course they will. Just because the market's competitive does not mean that you should not have intent and a plan to get a slice of the pie. Of course you want to. You know, I'd rather a small slice of a juicy big pie than just, you know, no piece of any pie. Lucid Group will likely incur vast expenses for hiring, marketing, production, and so on. Of course. And that's why, again, I think a problem's being created here that doesn't yet exist. This isn't happening yet. They're not expanding into China yet. And so to hold it against them so heavily, it just seems a little bit weird to me personally. I don't think we need to be worried about the Chinese expansion just yet. Again, we see the PIF going in there. We see Peter actually executing some of his options there only the very end of December. We see a lot of confidence in the company, all in all, in my opinion. We also did get US hiring slows but remains solid. This is always a good piece of news for pretty much any company. The labour market is cooling, with employers adding 223,000 jobs in December. It's down slightly from previous months. For the year, the economy added 4.5 million jobs, the second most on record. So again, guys, obviously these numbers are inflated due to Roni, but things are still going in the right direction, which is important. Now, if we go on to tip ranks, we take a look at Lucid Stock here. We can see hedge funds are actually decreasing their shares over the last quarter to an extent. Insider transactions bought shares, that is down to the PIF pretty much entirely. Blogger sentiment is bullish. Now, I see both sides of this, honestly. When I look at them online, I see people very much so for, and as the article we just read, very much so against Lucid. We see the general trend among analysts. I believe the average price target's at $14 per share, my friends. Again, given that $6.37 price target, and the fact that no fundamentals really have changed since any of those price targets have been put out there, I don't see why they would have to adjust them. Obviously, a lot of them were adjusted when they were in the 30s and 40s and 50s. We always knew they were ridiculous, but since they've come back down, I don't see why a lot of those price targets have to be changed. I'm really interested to hear what you guys are thinking with Lucid right now. Are you happy to buy more? Are you buying more? Are you adding to your position? Are you, one of the potentially lucky people buying them for the very first time? Or have you already sold out of your position? Me personally, I'm still holding my shares strong, and I'm beginning to contemplate adding more to my long-term position because I personally did not think we were ever going to see these prices. Really, really did not. And again, there are a lot of positive catalysts coming in the short and medium term. Anyway, my friends, if you watched this video all the way till the end, you are a true legend, and I really appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me, baby. If you did enjoy, all I ask again is you hit that like button and subscribe if you want to be brought back for more videos. That's all you got to do, baby. And again, if you are interested in signing up to Seek and Alpha Premium, use that link in the description or the comment section. Again, it's the only paid investment service I use for. I pay for it out of my own money, and you can literally get it at half the price I pay for. There is every ounce of information you could ever need inside of this one website. It is the most value you will find anywhere online. But anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I will see you for another video very soon. Peace.